Yo, what is up guys, it's RizzyPOW with another video for you guys, and today we have an IPBA Wi-Fi battle. So, we are going to be going against the Canberra Torterras. We are the Phx Sunfloras, and the Canberra Torterras, I believe, have 2 wins, 1 loss, and we have 3 wins and 0 losses, because we are undefeated. That's how we roll. And so, as you guys know, I've not been uploading like daily as I usually have been doing because of school and stuff, but today I'm recording the battle video on Monday. I recorded this earlier, like the actual battle earlier. I just had my AP chemistry test today, and tomorrow, by the time you guys see this, I've already taken my AP calculus exam. So if you guys want to know, like, if you guys want to ask me how I did and stuff, you're free to leave a comment. I'm not going to say it over here because probably nobody cares because you guys came for Pokemon. So I'm going to talk about my team. I brought a physically defensive Heatran for his team. Heatran did really well against his team because he had a lot of things weak to fire, such as what am I saying? Ferrothorn, Doublade. Nothing really wanted to touch Heatran too much, and it was a really good switch in for the Typhlosion. So next I brought Gallade. I brought a Shadow Sneak knockoff Zen Headbutt close combat set because instead of running Shadow Sneak, I ran Shadow Sneak instead of Swords Dance because I have a Baton Pass Swords Dance Mew, and if I get 2 Swords Dance up on my Gallade, I can sweep with Shadow Sneak. So that was my reasoning behind that. And we got now Assault Vested Azumarill, and this thing is just power. Azumarill is amazing, and we got Specially Defensive Zapdos, mostly because he had a Mega Pinsir. He decided not to bring it because he was scared of Zapdos, but Pinsir had the potential to sweep my team or do a ton of damage with specific move pools. Like if it had Snow Edge, it could fight off the Zapdos. At close combat or Earthquake, it could kill my Heatran, Quick Attack, a lot of stuff. Pinsir was a scary ass mon, really scary. Now my last mon is Kyurem Black. I originally want to go with a sub roost set because of his core being Vaporeon and Thundurus T. I could sub up on either one of those mons and Fusion Bolt and stuff. It just seems to be good, but then I realized that Terravolt on Kyurem Black actually allows it to be able to ignore abilities just like Mole Breakers, so I can actually Fusion Bolt freely on his team because he doesn't have a ground type, and Fusion Bolt will actually hit his Thundurus T. So that is fantastic. Let's get into the battle. I brought a Choice Scarf Kyurem Black. I forgot to say that. It carries Focus Blast for the Ferrothorn, my words. And it carries Iron Head for Sylveon, Ice Beam for Stab, and Fusion Bolt because of the powerful move, and it hits his team hard. It really does. So now he's going to start with his Typhlosion, and I thought he might have Hidden Power Ground. I actually carry Protect on this Heatran. I should have probably gone for it, scouting it out. But to be honest, it's alright. He does, I am going to be taking that, and even if he was Specs, I believe I would have been able to take that, so that's kind of why I stayed in. I didn't really think he would have Hidden Power Ground, but I should have really expected it, because Heatran really hit his team really hard. So I'm going to Protect right here because I predicted him to stay in. I just want to get some more leftovers back before I switch out. He's going to switch in Latias because he does not like rocks on his side of the field. He just wants to get rid of them. He wants to defog it off because that's how he is. I decided to take this time to go on to my Mew, even though Latias cannot touch Heatran. I could potentially get a burn on it with Lava Plume. So I want to switch out to Mew because, as I said, I am Swords Dance Baton Pass. So I decided to set up my first Swords Dance right here on he switches in his Typhlosion. Typhlosion, I know I can take an Eruption, so I decided to go for it, and I decided to go for the knockoff. And it's gonna hurt him pretty bad, and it's gonna bring him down to where his Eruptions aren't gonna do shit. But he's not locked in anymore, and he still will outspeed because I'm a bulky attacker. I don't really have much speed investment, so he's still gonna outspeed. So I decided to switch out because I'm fearing the Fire Blast. He actually, I think he misclicked or something. I don't know why he went for Eruption right here. But it didn't really matter if he went for Fire Blast or Eruption because I did switch out into my Heatran. Now, Heatran is physically defensive. It's eating on his leftovers because it's a freaking Heatran. It doesn't care. It just wants food, man. It just wants food. So I decided to make the double switch out right here and go out in a Blizzus because I was fearing the HP ground, and I kind of played around it a bit. If he ever predicted anything, that could have been bad for me. So he's gonna switch his Typhlosion out right here because he doesn't want to take an Iron Bar. He doesn't want to take an Aqua Jet and why not just switch in Ferrothorn when you can get the Iron Barbs? You take like 2 health and you're even getting some leftovers back, so it doesn't really matter. Got a free switch in this thing. Now I do carry Superpower on my Assault Vested Azuma right here, but I did not want to go for it because Power Whip would have done a considerable amount of damage. So I decided to go out into my Zapdos. And he's gonna get his rocks up. And Zapdos can do whatever he wants. Because I got Defog. And I'm gonna go for that. He switches out, fearing the Heat Wave, which I do carry, so it's not a bad idea for him to switch out. He want to go into this thing. He's immune to the Heat Wave, so yeah, I'm gonna get my rocks off because I don't want my rocks on my side of the field. I am specially defensive now, so I know I can eat up this Fire Blast. I will eat this Fire Blast up for days. It's only doing like 35% to me, and that's a freaking Typhlosion. I'm gonna take it out with a Volt Switch. So my Kaminari is gonna go back to me, and I'm gonna bring out Forge the Heatran, and he's gonna eat his leftovers, and I think he brings in Cloyster right here. Now I know I can handle this thing even if it wants a Shell Smash, because unless it carries Hydro Pump, that would be a problem. And if he did carry Hydro Pump, I could have easily switched into something else that could counter it, such as Gallade. Well, like if he carried Hydro Pump, Heatran would go down, and I would be able to Revenge Kill with Shadow Sneak from Gallade. Now, Lava Plume is going to do a ton to this thing because it has shitty special defense, and his special defense has been dropped along with that, so it's going to go down to a Sash. And Rock Blast, look at how much a +2 Rock Blast does to a physically defensive Heatran. Just look at it. Look at it, man. Look at it. You see Forge? He's not even, he doesn't care. Look at him. Oh my god, he lives it, and he's gonna get rid of that Cloyster. Get up out, Cloyster. We don't want you here. We really don't. We really do not. So, Heatran doesn't care. Look at him. He's just sitting there with his lefties up. And that's how he is. That's how he is. And Thunderous Tea is gonna come out right here. He decides to go for the Nasty Plot. I think he set up this thing a little bit prematurely because I could have Revenge Killed it with many things. His best bet was probably taking out the Heatran right here because I'm going to be taking 50% from him with the Lava Plume. I'm going to take 50% from him, and I'm going to get my leftovers back. So that's what I decided to do. I was considering going for Protect right here, but I didn't want him to go for the I didn't want to go for another Nasty Plot. So I decided to attack. He goes for Focus Blast, which is interesting because Thunderbolt would have taken me out and he didn't have to risk the miss. Because if that thing did miss, I would have gone another Lava Plume off, and if I got the burn, that thing would be dead. And my Heatran would still be alive. So now Chiron Black can come in, and right here, I let my emotions get ahead of me. And I knew he forgot about Terravolt, because I almost forgot about it too. So I went for Fusion Bolt here to confuse the hell out of him. Because if I killed him with Fusion Bolt, it wasn't the best play. This switch was so obvious. I should have probably gone for Ice Beam, because it would have done about 35% to this Ferrothorn. It would have been nice chip damage, which would have actually been really useful later in this match. If you might see it. So Chiron Black is going to switch out because he does not want to touch Ferrothorn unless because he's locked in a Fusion Bolt. And right here he is confused because I went for the Fusion Bolt, and he switches back out into Thunderous Tea. He's just like, what the heck? What is going on? I already got my Volt Absorb. I want more Volt Absorb. Why did I switch out? Because he forgot about Terravolt Ignore being like Mole Breaker. So I'm going to bring in my Zapdos right here because I wanted to scare off the Ferrothorn, and I pretty much walled it. So he switched out into this. I'm going to switch back out into my Thunder Reaver because there's no way he's going to predict this and go for the Focus Blast. If he did, that would have sucked. But I mean, that's Pokemon. I don't know. So he's going to go for the Nasty Plot. And I'm Scarf, so I'm gonna make the right play. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam. I'm gonna do it, and this thing is gonna get knocked out because this is a Chiron Black. This is a freaking Chiron Black. Get knocked the fuck out, man. Get knocked out. So Current Black is just sitting right here. Latias comes through, and I can't one-shot this thing with an Ice Beam, so I decide not to try. I don't want to take a Draco, and I would be fine letting this thing take a Draco, but he predicts that, because he's a predictor, guys. He's a predictor, just like me. We're both predictors, man. We're predictors. And, he's gonna go out in his Ferrothorn, so I right here... sorry. Right here, I decided to go for the superpower just to get some damage off. I think I assume he's going to predict the switch just because I've been switching out on him every single time. And I wasn't going to go for a potential power whip if he carried it. I thought I was going to go for a Leech Seed right here, as he does. But he misses it, unfortunately. That really sucks. Right over here, he assumed I was just going to stay in. I don't know if I would kill him with another superpower, so I kind of just wanted to switch out, because if I didn't, I don't want to take a potential power whip or something like that. Or any unnecessary damage, or even a Jar Ball would have hurt at that point. I would have been -2 defense. He does go for a Power Whip right here. So he does carry Power Whip. That brings my Zapdos down barely, but you know, even though I'm not physically defensive, I'm gonna eat it up because I'm a freaking Kaminari. I'm Kaminari. So Zapdos is flying up here, and he's gonna withdraw because he is still scared of the Heat Wave, which I do have. I do have it. I'm going to go for the Roost because there's no reason not to. I'm going to get my health back up. I really do. He's going to switch out into his Latias. And he's going to, even if he gets a crit right here, because I'm especially defensive, that's not going to be able to take me out. It is not going to take me out. And Zapdos is going to be sitting here very nice, even with that crit. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. And he's going to be losing some HP because he has a Life Orb. I'm a Volt Switch to get a free switch out into a Zuzu, my Azumarill. I want to actually name my Azumarill a Zuzu now. I think I might do that instead of Bleezes. Screw Bleezes. I want to do a Zuzu. That's such a better nickname. I might do that. I might do that. So he's going to switch back onto this thing. And at this point, he has to make some plays to win this match. So he's going to try manipulating me. I'm going to go for the Play Rough. He's going to be getting some chip damage with his Iron Barbs. And he's bringing up right now, he is baiting the superpower. So I kind of just have to do it. I go for superpower and he switches out into Latias. Sorry about that. He switches out into Latias and my defenses are going to fall, which means I cannot take a Psyshock at this range because my defenses are lowered. Even though I'm assault vested, that doesn't matter because Psyshock does physical damage, not special damage. So Bleezes, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. You did work, man. You actually did a ton of work this match. So I can't even be upset. You did a ton of work. I'm sorry you had to go down like that. But my Mega Glade's gonna come out here, and he knows that I have Shadow Sneak because I posted a video of the other IPBA battles, and he's watched it. I know that. So he does go out. He does go switch out because the way that I brought it, I had to have Shadow Sneak anyway. Because I wouldn't have switched out into this if I didn't have Shadow Sneak. Pretty obvious. So I'm gonna go for a Shadow Sneak because my safest play. He does switch onto this, and I'm gonna be taking some Iron Barbs. So some more chip damage on me. That kind of sucks. But I'm going to go for the knockoff right here instead of the close combat because I didn't want to lower my defenses with close combat, and I knew that knockoff would kill this thing. Yep, it would die. So Ferrothorn goes down right here. Ferrothorn definitely goes down right here, and we're getting closer towards the end of the match because High Suicune is going to come in here, which is his Vaporeon, and this thing is, I'm going to allow my Mew to come in because I know once I get my Chiron Black at a +2 or even a +4, I will be able to sweep his team or like finish his team off and not have to risk the Scald Burns. Unfortunately, I still have to risk that because I misplayed at some point. But you're going to see, I'm going to go for the Soft Build right here, and he's going to go for the Scald, trying to fish for the burn because I'm setting up on him. He's scared. He doesn't know what to do. He's trying to get the burn on me. And I'm just going to soft build up because, yeah, and I kind of hate doing this because I'm kind of stalling him and stuff. And it's not really going anywhere, especially because I think this is the turn that it happens. He goes for Scald, and no, this is not the turn yet. Oh, yeah, well, he got the burn, but he later gets a crit. Although, Synchronize is a thing, so he gets burned back. And things are looking decent. I need him. What I should have done is you'll see. I keep on going for Swords Dance. We go all around stalling like this for a little bit while. I'm going to get my Swords Dance up. And I'm going to have to keep on soft bowling because right here I think he gets a crit. No, he goes for Heal Bell right here. Next turn he gets a crit and I'm really low. And if I just kept on going at it, I would be risking another crit which would have killed me. Or I would just, you know, I didn't want to stall either. So, yeah. So, it goes on for a little bit of a while. I think this is a turn he gets a crit. This is a turn. I think this is my second Swords Dance I get up though, so I'm at +4 even though I am burned. It doesn't mind because my point is I want to baton pass it off. So I am going to do that. I am going to get down to the red, and that really kind of sucked because I almost died. And I'm risking another crit. So the plan, what I should have done if I really wanted to stall and like make sure I win this match, even other way, even if my Karen Black, even if I had to switch it on a Scald and I did get burned, it would have been fine for my Karen Black because I'm still at like +4. With a burn I'd be +2, so I'd have been able to one-shot this thing most likely with fusion bolts, and it would have probably, I don't know, since I'm at +4, but the best play would have technically just stalling him out until he is forced to go for a wish. But I just decided to prematurely go for the baton pass because I'm tired of this shit. I don't want to stall it out. I don't want to stall it. So Thunder Reaver comes in, and Thunder Reaver, look at this thing. Look at it. It is at +4. This thing is a monster. You best believe that it's gonna just knock something out right over here. I don't get the burn, and Fusion Bolt +4 on this Vaporeon. I know you're bulky, but look how low this went so freaking low. So yeah, it just disappeared that health, and Karen Black is looking like a monster right here. It's Shoei Scarf, and Latias, do you really think you can live a Fusion Bolt? You can't. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. So Latias gets the fuck out, and we end this match at a 4-0 victory. That is fantastic. So we were +6 differential before, and now we're actually at a +10. So, did you know we are now the only undefeated team on the IPBA? The other ones that used to be undefeated, which was the Oklahoma Thunderesses and Melbourne Miraculouses, they are not undefeated anymore. So we are number 1, baby. You best believe it. Phx Sunfloras coming through. Your boy Rizzy is in the house. He's kicking ass. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But yeah, we are number 1 in the IPBA right now, I believe. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's gonna be the end for this video, guys. I hope you guys tune in for next week IPBA battle, as well as subscribe, rate, and comment, all that shit. We're gonna be going against the Brooklyn Bonnets next week, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.